Well, as you can see, I've cleared out a bunch of the small stuff, the branches that are going to snag you and all the little pieces that can cause a problem. It's very tempting to just cut through, and it's real easy to do, but you're better off moving some of this crap that you're going to fall over. Right, I'm going to nip around the other side, cut that one out of there first, then I'll take this one out. I'll probably move this as well, even though it's not particularly in the way. I can stick that on the path. Now this new saw, I see people doing videos of these things all the time, and they're swinging them around like some kind of crazy ninja and all the rest of it. That's not what they are. It is a wood saw, it's not a toy. Although I call it my new toy. I just got this from, it's called the Arborist supply. Just west of Calgary, near Calaway Park, there's a place called Arborist Supply. And they have, I have to say, the biggest and best selection of silky saws I've ever seen. They even have the big one, the hideous one as I call it. This thing is like, just makes it, the other one is like this tall, and I don't have any use for that whatsoever. This is more than enough for me. Same as all silky saws, it's got a lock-in screw on the back. Push the last name in, make sure it's locked, do up the screw, and now it's ready for the purpose for which it was invented, which is cutting wood. Not being a ninja or all that other stuff that I see people doing. That's just crazy crap. And that's the kind of thing, trust me, you mess with these teeth are going to make a mess of you. So, I'm just going to nip around the other side and take that one out there first, and then I'll take this one out. Safest route is around this way. Silky 2000 will quite happily cut either of these two logs with no effort whatsoever. However, since I have this one, we are going to try it on this. We'll cut this in here first. Always make sure when you're cutting something you've got somewhere to go. So if I cut this and something strange happens that I can't see, I need somewhere to go. So I've already got an escape route planned. So let's whip this one off of here. The saw will cut this, no problem whatsoever, but as you get older you want to have a little bit of comfort. So yes, my 2000 will cut this very easily. And the other thing I see people doing is that they're going 900 miles an hour trying to cut through this log as fast as they can. What the purpose of that is, I really don't know. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. The idea of the exercise is to remove the log, not to do it in 3 seconds. I'm out here cutting all day. Got about 20 kilometers to walk, so I really don't want to be worn out first thing in the morning. So let me have this one off of here. That's a good sized log. It's going to make a good sized path cover now. Pieces that I remove, I always stick them on the trail that I want to close, which is that piece over there. This one might be a bit of a different kettle of fish. This is old and hard. I think I'm just going to cut this one here. I've got to be careful because there's rocks under here. I'm just going to cut this one here, see if I can drag it up the other way. I want to mind the rocks. I want to hit this thing on the rocks. To avoid the rocks, I think I'll come upwards. There we go. Right. See, this thing, it's not a ninja sword. It's nothing of the sort, but I'll tell you what, it cuts wood good. That's way less effort. I mean, the 2000, that's a great tool. I've had that thing 8-10 years. I broke one blade on it. That was entirely my fault. I wasn't paying attention. I was really tired. And this thing, holy crap, that cuts. I am very impressed. I don't think I need a saw any bigger. There is a 650, and like I say, there's a really big one. I don't see that I would have a need for either of the other two. Right, let's get that log out of the way. Actually, I might leave that one there. Just trim off some of these little leg stabbers, as I call them. Yeah. There we go. Ooh, that's a good one. Now, if I was camping, unfortunately we have a fire ban at the moment, so unfortunately I can't be out here camping because we can't have campfires. However, oh, that is some good wood right there. Yeah. If I was camping, I would take that with me. That is absolutely loaded with resin. Yeah. Beautiful. If you can't light a fire with this stuff, you're really in trouble. But we're not into lighting fires today. We're into clearing trails. And there we have it. Easy done, job done. First one cut with the Silky. I have some bigger ones to cut later with this thing. Yeah, that was actually very impressive. Really good tool. I like that. Yeah. Right, time to pack up and move on. Well, I think this is my next mess to sort out. It looks worse than it is, I think, once I've taken all the small branches off. I think there's only a couple in there. The biggest one looks like it's about 6 or 8 inches round, which for my new saw is absolutely nothing. My old saw will take care of that, no problem. But it is also warming up, so time to get that jacket off. It's a bit on the warm side, and I shall set up over here out the way somewhere, have a rest. I have 2 bear sprays with me today, one on there and one on my belt. Reason being is it's berry season and the bears are fattening up for winter, and I have no wish to be on their diet, and there are a lot of black bears down through here. I've seen some grizzlies, there are wolves and stuff down in here, but I've been making plenty of noise today and what have you. As soon as they hear human voices they tend to bugger off. So that's my next mess. So I will get myself sorted out, have a little drink of water and what have you, and then I shall get on with that. Right. Wish me luck. This one's going to be interesting. A lot of small branches in here. These things are what you snag yourself on if you're not careful. So I'm going to get rid of some of those if I can first. Oh, what a mess. Where do you start it? Great thing about this saw is not being the tallest person in the world, it gives me a lot of extra reach. Yeah, this thing is amazing. Yeah. Here's some of this crap down here. the other side for a bit, get rid of some of these little branches, then I'll do a bit more video. Well, that's the first one out the way. That's old hardwood, that is. Let me tell you. That's why I'm doing one at a time. I didn't do a continuous video because you really don't want to sit and watch me take 50 of these little branches off. That'd be kind of boring. But I'm going to have a little rest and I'm going to take the bigger one out. Just deciding how I'm going to cut it. If I cut that one off, I think I'll pull the tops. Somebody made a bypass trail through here, so I think I'll cut it, pull the tops that way to cover the old trail, and then we can get back on with the original trail then. Yeah. Whew. That was a lot of work. But that's what I come out here for. This is, believe it or not, this is my relaxation. I've just spotted some rose hips there. Now you can actually eat those. Not the seeds on the inside. Don't ever eat the seeds on the inside. That's yucky. You'll be spitting those up for weeks. Yeah, but the red bits on the outside, you can actually eat those. Actually quite nice. But a lot of the wildlife eats those as well. So I brought food with me. That's their food. So I better leave that there. Right. Whew, that's hot work. Right, a little drink of water. And I shall carry on and get that other one out of the way. Well, done and dusted. Whew, that was a lot of work. I didn't film the rest of that. That was just a lot of. This is old hard pine. That one's not too bad. That one was a bit bigger. It smells nice when it's cut. But I put all the bits up through the trail on the side there, and that one is now not such a mess. Excellent. I'll leave those two pieces there because that closes off the other side of the trail there. Also makes it more obvious as you walk up through here where the trail is, just in case people use this in winter. So yeah, right, onwards that way I'm going. Well, this is the next one. There's been quite a few on here. I haven't videoed all of them, but this one, yeah. This one might take a little bit longer, so I think I'll have a complete D-kit for this one, and then there's a lot of little branches I'm going to have to cut off. Right, let me get on with that one. Oh, there we are. That's that little one out of the way. Looked worse than it actually was. It's all just mainly branches. This thing's not overly big. But yeah, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches, whatever. Yeah. Right, onwards I go. Make sure I've left nothing behind. Everything's good. All the trimmings are all put all over people always make side trails, so I always dump all the bits that I've cut off onto the little side trails. Keeps the original trails where they should be. Right. On I go. That way. Right. And there it was gone. Yeah. That sort of made light work of that. This one's a reasonable size. It's really wet. I don't know how big that is. 6-8 inches, I don't know. Something like that, doesn't matter. It cuts through it real easy. Yeah, that's a heavy piece of wood too. It's good pine. Yeah. Can make good firewood in about a year from now. Right, that clears that out of there. All the branches the other week I actually dumped over in there on the trail. So I can only actually see one set of footprints through here since last week, so that's good. Yeah. Right, I'm heading on that way. As far as I can remember, there weren't any more down there, so I shall pack all my gear up and put it all back in the kit bag there. Right, that'll do for now.